We're talking episodes 6 and 7 in season 4 of East Los High. Check it out.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us here at AfterBuzz TV for Hulu's East Los High. Of course, I'm not Jesse Janity. He normally joins me in the studio, but I'm all by myself this week to talk with you guys about what went down in episodes 6 and 7. And we got a lot to talk about, and you're listening to Miss Pia Mia, who made a nice little appearance in the episode. She was testing out a few dancers, and we got a few things to say about that. So let's jump right on into the episodes this week. So here we go, guys. So we start out in the episode. We got Paulie hanging out with Jacob, and he set up a secret interview for Jacob with this bro magazine that Paulie's working at. Now, first of all, it looked like Paulie ain't working that hard, but he wants to bring his boy on because, you know, Jacob's complaining, like, I don't really want to work for my daddy anymore. I want to have my own life. So, you know, Paulie hooked him up. They come up in the taqueria. And Jacob has no idea what's about to go down. He thinks he's just chatting, eating chips, and enjoying himself. And apparently, Paulie had his boss there just to interview Jacob. So it was pretty cool to have an interview that way, because then you're totally being yourself, which is apparently what Bro Magazine really needed and really needs Jacob, because the boss was like, heck yeah, sign him up right now. Now, while Jacob is getting this brand new job, we got Gina trying to get herself a new job because she's decided, okay, you know, I want to be a professional dancer. So she's working with Ceci and Miss Brandy, who is looking real shady, you guys. I don't know how you feel about Gina and what she's been doing as far as her dancing, but it looks like she's gotten really, really serious about becoming a professional dancer. So she's becoming a professional dancer, and she's got this wonderful opportunity after having been at dance camp. And so she's sitting with Ceci and Brandy, and they're, deciding what they're going to do and what she's going to wear for this huge audition she's going to do for Pia Mia, which she is super excited about. So she has to decide, I got to be real sexy for this audition. So she brings in this little outfit that was just darn near a bathing suit naked, but you know how the dancers do. And guess what, you guys? I think I have a co-host that just joined me in the studio. I'm not sure if her camera's on yet, so I'm not going to roll it out, but she's looking really beautiful. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm
That's
good.
Thank you for joining us. Tell the audience your name and who you are.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jess Meza, and I play Lorena.
Yes, she
on
does.
East Los High.
I know, and it's so funny that you came in this week, because we literally were just talking about how obsessed we are with you.
Really? Oh, that's very
because we love you so much, and the banter between you and Camila is just the best. One of the best things about the show, and we love it so much. So as we were talking about episodes 6 and 7, we are at the point where basically Gina has decided she's going to be a professional dancer, and she is really serious about this audition. And so, I mean, are you a dancer yourself? Have you danced?
I did a little bit in college, so I can do a little bit here and there, which is why they gave me a little dance routine.
Mm-hmm.
But I do take a lot longer than professional dancers to get down that A count.
It's not easy, but what's crazy is that so we're always joking about how these are high school kids. They are doing some wild stuff as high school kids.
I did not do that when I was in high school.
See, she's on the same page with us, you guys.
Yes.
So we are at the point, basically, so Gina's about to go to this audition. So she's hanging out with Ceci. Mm-hmm. Ceci actually helps her out a little bit in some private lessons. She's trying to learn how to do an axel. Yes. But she shows up to the audition, and Ceci is there.
Yeah, and Gina was feeling really deceived.
Yeah.
And she felt like, why didn't you tell me you were going to come, especially if you're teaching me and you're my dance coach.
Yes.
It's kind of like the competition with the competition, and you can kind of one-up someone.
Yes,
in
very
that way,
true.
yes.
But what's great, I mean, I love that Ceci actually brings out, you're going to be up against your friends.
Right.
That's how it works. I mean, that's sort of the business out here generally. You're acting, you run into friends all the time at auditions.
I go out against my friends all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So, Gina, we were not feeling your attitude at all.
She got real catty. I think that's when you start to see her getting catty, because at first she's very, innocent, the girl next door. She's faithful to her boyfriend. And then, the good daughter gets good grades in school. And then all of a sudden she's like, excuse me,
you are doing what? You coming in here? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the actual audition, where we got to see lots of the dances are so great on the show anyway, and it's so fun to see them do their routines and everything. So Caleb obviously shows up because he's also going to be, up for the role, trying to get in. And we see them, basically Caleb goes first with a group of dudes, and he's basically knocked out pretty immediately, but he looks so cute.
No, Caleb is an actual awesome dancer. Amazing dancer. They really all are.
Yeah, they all are.
The whole cast is. But in the audition, you see him and you're like, why did he get booted?
Yeah, it's funny because when watching, we love Caleb here. We love that little smile. He's just too sweet. But I will say, watching the audition, he looked like a little kid with all these other dudes, and I thought it was cast really well to sort of show the maturity of the other dancers and sort of make him look a little green. It was kind of cute to watch, but we were sad. Yeah. But then we had the two ladies pop up. Ceci was going all the way in, okay? She curled that hair. She was looking sexy and tossing it around, and she really served in her audition, but they both got called for callbacks.
Yeah, they did. And I know, you see in Gina's reaction, she's like,
yeah. It's so funny too, because you're like, yes, I mean, high school, it's competition, you get it, but they're so close in age in reality, what they're supposed to be on the show. They're 2 years apart, maybe.
Close in age.
In real life, they're all the same age.
I'm not going to say how old everyone is, but
you playing somebody mama, and they could be your twin sister in real life. It's crazy. But so she obviously did not take well to that, and she, wasn't so positive. But go Ceci for getting it in and getting a chance to.
Well, I think it's really great for Ceci's character, because we see her struggle throughout the series, being a single mom and having to get a job as a dance coach and doing whatever she can to support her child. So this is finally her opportunity to really shine and say, I'm going to finally chase after my dream, because she never had the opportunity to. Exactly. When you have a child, everything goes into bringing up that child and what's best for that child. So all your dreams take a backseat. So I think it was great for her character to finally see her saying, you know what? It's time for me to go after my dreams.
Exactly. And go you for going after them dreams, girl. Now, speaking of dreams, you got your daughter, Camila, just running around the streets talking about she's going to go to Mexico with
That's
this
why she's
boy.
giving me gray hairs, okay? I'm getting some canas.
She thinks, she comes up with this plan, you're so excited because you've picked your date for your wedding.
I'm finally getting married. Somebody finally wants to marry me.
No, and you picked the date. She's sitting here talking about going to Mexico with Jesus. She packs her bag. She shows up. He is gone. What, girl? If
That's
that is
heartbreak.
Heartbreak. And she throws up at the bottom of the stairs. So my immediate thought was, Camila, you're pregnant.
Yes.
Doggone it. What is wrong with the world? So it turns out, Camila's pregnant, guys.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't use protection.
I know. One thing the show always reminds us, guys, protection is a necessity at all times. And
that's one of the things I actually love about the show, is how they throw those things in there, about what Planned Parenthood can do and how it's important to protect yourself in all ways. Because I feel like teenagers these days, they're watching all these different shows and they just get so engulfed in what's going on right then and there and what they should do to be approved by society that they forget, and they just want to impress the boy or the man, whoever it is, and then out the window they get an STD or they get HIV or they get pregnant, and then there goes their life.
All things which are covered on East Los.
Yes.
HIV, all kind of STDs. Somebody else had something. I think they had
Tiffany
chlamydia or something last season.
I think it was chlamydia or gonorrhea.
One of those.
One of those two things.
She wanted, So definitely they cover it, and we appreciate that, guys. Cover it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up.
Yes.
Okay, so Camila, she's pregnant. What is she gonna do? We find out she's gonna, not proceed with the pregnancy. She's gonna terminate.
Well, because she can't find Jesus.
She don't know where he is.
Maybe if Jesus was present, maybe she would have had a different
thought of something, or maybe let's try to figure it out. But I do think it was cool the moment that she had with Gina, and the sisters are being supportive of each other. She chooses to take the abortion pill. Again, a great educating moment, because Gina asked about the morning after pill, and she explained, that's only for the 3 days, girls.
Rest.
So if you do something, get to the CVS and get you a pill 3 days
72
before,
hours.
so you don't have to actually actually take the abortion pill, which is petrifying to me, like to take the abortion pill and be at home and deal with that. That's rough. But Gina actually was there with her sister. She was very supportive of her. She even found out about a hotline for her to call if she needed some additional support. And I thought it was cool that Camila was kind of like, you know, I'm not doing this just because he's gone. You know, like, I'm not ready to be a mom. And she was very aware of that, and she made the choice regardless of what was going on with Jesus.
I think for Camila, too, the reason why she made that choice is because she looked at her mom. You know, my character got pregnant at, 15 years old and basically had to put all her dreams on a back seat and had to focus on her children. And I think she saw that as the example and said, I don't want to have to do that with my life.
Oh, exactly. We don't want to see that again, girl. You have a future. As Jesus says, she has a future and a family. So he's not a bad guy, guys.
I mean, he has his moments.
He has his moments, but he doesn't mean to be bad. He's trying to get out, which was crazy because then he pops up at the end of the episode, hanging out in the taqueria, still going to work and hide from Camila. Like, what is that about?
I know. And then Hernan is like, you need to call her. You need to call her. Don't put me in the middle of this.
Exactly. Don't put him in the middle. But I guess he thought he could just, work in the dark of night and never be caught again.
He was like, let me try to make some money while I'm hiding from Camila.
It's crazy. All right, so let's go back to the kids for just a little bit. So obviously Gina is auditioning and everything seemed to be going great. They go back for the callback. Guess who doesn't get it? Gina didn't get it, y'all. Gina didn't get it.
But she was so confident.
She was, when they had that lineup and they're like talking.
She was like,
she's like, I definitely got this.
She worded them out. She's like, sorry, not sorry.
How dumb
and then
do
they're
you
like,
feel? Oops, sorry, boo. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for coming. Pia Mia, you looked adorable in the episode, by the way. She looked so cute. And so, yeah, Ceci got the role, and hopefully we'll be seeing her in the next episode shooting this video. But so they go back to rehearsal at the high school. Ceci is coming in, and there we see in the meantime some little booty pics keep going over to little Caleb, and finally Caleb is like, what is going on, Gina? Except Eddie has Gina's Eddie has Gina's phone. So we've been waiting for this to explode, basically. It's sort of been coming. Brandy, you shady little girl.
I know. She is so shady. But the thing is, there really are girls like that in high school.
Oh, honey. There are girls, grown girls like that, too.
I know. I'm not going to name any names.
Some of them don't grow out of it. So
seriously, you know who you are.
Exactly. You know exactly who you are. But, yeah, so the pictures get sent. We're at rehearsal thinking all is great, except, Gina has her little confrontation with Ceci, which I thought was kind of hilarious, how she stepped to Ceci like, you gonna do something? And Ceci's like, Ceci went straight back to the hood like, girl, what you gonna do? Like, I'm ready to go. And then Caleb's trying to break it up, and he gets sucker punched by Eddie, and it's just a whole violent melee of mess. It was really sad because everybody's confused except Miss Brandy because you are a shady character.
And she's like,
she's like, oops.
She's just trying to get her way so she can get in the front and dance with Caleb.
For sure. And, she's a great fill-in, like, to sort of carry on Vanessa's legacy as her sister.
Yes.
She's bringing them nonsense and the drama. Yes, and she's doing it very well. So we appreciate that, Brandy.
We can definitely tell they're related.
Yes, even though we kind of hate you. But we also, simultaneously, speaking of Vanessa, she is working on a wedding because she has a new career as a wedding planner that she printed off the internet, and she's planning your wedding.
I know, planning my wedding. Who would have thought?
I know. And your wedding is so adorable. So we got everybody lined up, ready to come, and the makeup artist doesn't show up.
I know.
What is she gonna do?
I was mortified.
This is my favorite part of the season so far, when Tiffany shows up to the door.
I'm like, what are your credentials?
She's like, do you have a license?
Yeah, do you have a license?
She was like, yeah, I drove here.
I know. She's so ditzy.
Her character is so funny and so cute.
Is.
And then she did your makeup.
I know.
How'd you feel about it, Lorena?
Well, my character was very happy about it. It's because, if you know Latinas and East LA, then they like everything to the top. They like everything sparkly, everything, very just boom, 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 And so she was like, oh my gosh, I want it more smoky. Can you make it more? Can my lips pop more? Can my cheeks be brighter. You know, everything with East LA is very much like that.
Very much like that.
Yeah.
So she achieved what she was going for very well.
Yeah, my daughters didn't approve.
Yeah, your daughters were afraid to sit down, but they were going to go ahead anyway in their adorable little swap meet dresses.
Oh
and
my
that
gosh. 2-for-1.
2-for-1 dresses. They looked so adorable and cute. And it was actually a beautiful little moment when Camila was like, oh, I thought you would have picked Gina. And you were like, no, you're my firstborn. That was really sweet.
You know what's actually something behind the scenes on when we filmed that part? I had laryngitis.
Oh.
So if you really watch the show, you can, because I had to do ADR to fix, because I couldn't really speak. It was the worst ever. Like, I got on set and I had so many lines that day, and I was like, I can't talk.
No, the struggle of the actor, guys.
The worst. So when I watch it, you know, because I pay attention to so much detail that I can see where, you know, a lot of people don't notice it, but I notice details.
Exactly what was
and I was just like, oh my gosh, people probably noticed that.
Yeah. Well, we still loved it anyway. And we also love that you had gotten your dance lessons from Ceci with our nun. And you guys are already, I can't wait to see the reception and
that was
see you guys'
so much
first
fun.
dance.
So much fun. The rehearsals for that, we had so much fun.
Good. Now, you were a dancer in that element a little bit more before starting?
Well, I had to be. Okay. So we had to take a few days for dance lessons, and then I would rehearse on my own because I had it videotaped so I can practice at home. Okay. You know, just to get the steps down. But bachata isn't that hard. Yeah. You know, but it's just still being in sync with your partner. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, you guys, and then looking like we're in love. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You guys communicate the love very well. You look like you adore him so much, and we love it, every minute of it. What we didn't love, though, is that when you were having your lesson, is that Jacob showed up and tried to pretend like he couldn't dance so he could get a moment with Ceci. Mm-hmm. He got a moment with Ceci and scared her and made her run off, which is what made her get a date for this wedding. So
a very hot one.
I know. We haven't seen him yet, but I have a feeling I know who it is.
I'm not saying anything.
Based on previous episodes, but either way, he finds out that she's bringing a date because she's running late, and Vanessa was like, what you expect? She's got her date and you suck. And he was like, she's got a date? So then he goes in and he's obviously going to be upset, but him for making up with his dad at least. Like they rebonded. I don't know where Maya is, guys, but I just kind of feel bad for Maya at this point because...
Well, I mean, she's so torn because she left for an opportunity for her career, especially when you know her background. If you've watched since season 1, you know where she came from, and she wanted a better opportunity for her life. Yes. You know, and I don't see anything wrong with that, but in that, she ended up losing Jacob to whoever was close by, which was Ceci. Yeah. You know, and he was there for her when Ceci was being abused by her ex-fiance.
So they've got like a whole nother level of bond happening. Yep. And Maya's just sort of left, and now Maya has left her cool job opportunity thinking she's going to rekindle this, and then he literally is like, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say.
I know. It's heartbreaking.
Ladies, when you're in that situation, whoo. Well, we'll find, I'm sure we'll see whatever happens. I'm sure she'll show up to the reception and we'll find out, but that's rough on you, girl, Maya. Yes, and to close it out, we obviously have to end. Every episode ends on a cliffhanger. That's why it's so hard not to keep watching when you because literally it's like boom, 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 and we're like, wait, no, I need to know. So of course, all of the Bomb Squad was invited to your lovely wedding, but it seems that only Caleb is showing up. So Gina's outside hoping Eddie's gonna come, and then Caleb pops up like, hey, let's go in before Crazy Brandy shows up. And of course, all Eddie sees
is them walking in together.
Dum, dum, dum. Oh, he's so opera. So now we gotta wait and find out what's gonna happen. Hopefully he doesn't go in there and beat anybody up.
I know, my wedding. Come on, let me have my shine.
I know, she wants her shine, guys. So that was it for those 2 episodes. We just watch it and we love it so much, and we're so glad you came in today so we could like meet you, because we're such fans about all the little characters in the show and everything, and all of our guys out there on YouTube. I know you guys are going to be like chiming in, so excited. I have to give shout outs to you guys for reminding us who all these people are. So Miguel Rios, thank you so much for telling us 2 weeks ago that it's Prince Royce who is playing Ceci's love interest, who we didn't realize was like some amazing singer and
dancer.
Made us look it up. Miss Tomboy 32, Souza, Eli Zamora, QT Pie 115, Jessica, Vanessa Jackson, Serenity Q26. Thank you guys so much for all of your comments and reminding us. They're great about reminding us stuff we forgot about from season 1. They're like, don't you remember when this happened and this and this and this, and that's why this is happening now. We're like, oh, thank you so much. Guys, keep watching. Check us out next week. We will have more East Los High. We love it so much, just like we know you guys do. Make sure you follow us at AfterBuzz TV, and you can follow me everywhere at Stuart Starlet and Miss Lorena, which is not your real name. No. Tell them what your real name is again and where they can follow you.
Real name is Jess Meza. I'm Lorena on East Los High. We appreciate you guys. We can't have this show without you, and you can follow me on Insta at JESMEZA.
Make sure you guys check it out. Thank you so much for joining us. I know that was quick. Hopefully Jessie will be back next week, and we will have more with Miss Jess also next week, hopefully. So thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful weekend.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.